lead feeder, which is the website traffic tool where we are able to identify companies visiting your website. And then you also have access to Target Basic, which is our prospecting tool. So this is a tool you can use to find the phone numbers and emails of the contacts working at the companies that we identified or other companies as well. I don't think we will have time for both of them today, so I'm just going to start with lead feeder since that's going to be your main tool.
Yeah.
All right, so when you log in, you will see that we have 3 columns. We have here on the left side, the feeds section. So the basic feeds are feeds that we have set up for you guys when you created a subscription. We have the custom feeds, which are the feeds that your colleagues have set up. And this is also where if you create any feeds of your own, that they will show up here.
Okay.
In the midsection here, we have the companies that we have identified. You can change the time frame that you're interested in looking at. Since you guys have quite a lot, I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller so that it's not so overwhelming. But you can change the custom time frame even if you want to see one specific week 3 months ago, for example. You will be able to do that. These are sorted either by last seen or by quality. By quality, I'm referring to this bar here. You can think of it also as an engagement bar, because what we're looking at when we give a quality score is the number of visits that this company has, how many page views they have, and also how much information we're able to provide to you about this company. So you can see here, for example...
Sorry. So the better quality will mean that we have more like interaction with them, we can say?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even have to be a two-way interaction, but this company, for example, visited your website 40 times. So that's a really good indicator that they are probably very interested.
Yeah, okay.
So this is why we're giving them a high quality score. But the reason why I prefer to call it an engagement bar or engagement score is because you might see a company that has a low engagement score. Maybe they only visited your website 1 or 2 times, but they are still your ICP and you still want to reach out. So I'm just mentioning this so that you don't disregard something just because the quality score is low.
Okay. Sweet.
And on the right side here, we have some general insights so we can see where the leads are coming from. And we can see the top industries, so construction and civil engineering. That also matches what you said earlier. So yeah, we can see where the leads are coming from. So if we select the lead, I'm just going to take something random here. I don't know if this is a relevant company for you, but I just want to show you what it looks like.
No, I don't think so, because it's in Brisbane. It's in another state.
Okay, but for the sake of just explaining this, I think this will do fine. So we show you, of course, here the company location, some general information about the company, the industry, company size, and description as well. Something I want to mention is that the industry, we are using the same list that you will find on LinkedIn, and it's the companies themselves that decide what industry they look to. So sometimes there's a little bit of overlap with industries. So that's just why I mentioned that. We have also made it easy for you to do some additional research, so you can find them here on Google and on LinkedIn. If we have other social media profiles like Twitter and Facebook, etc., they will show up here as well. So this is the section where you can do some quick research on this company.
Okay.
When we scroll down is where we can see the activity that has taken place on the website. So here we can see person number 1 visited or viewed 4 pages. They came in from Google, and we can see also that they were based in Sydney at the time they visited. And then we can see exactly what pages they went to and how much time they spent in total on each of these pages. Something I want to mention is that when a person visits your website, they will get this a number allocated, and they will actually get to keep this number, so you can see if a person keeps coming back. So here we have quite a lot of different people visiting, but if I visit your website from Dealfront and I come back 1 week later, I will still be person number 1, so you'll be able to see that it's the same person that keeps coming back.
Okay.
If we scroll down a little bit more, we have here the contact section. So remember I told you that Target Basic is our prospecting tool. The contact section is actually like a small snippet of what you would see in Target Basic, which means that we have a few filters in place. So you can see you can sort it by country and by job title. This is keyword based. So you can write manager, for example, and get anyone, finance manager, credit manager, etc. You can also sort strictly by department if you prefer that. We do have more filters available in Target Basic. So, for example, you will be able to find contacts based in Western Australia specifically. Here you can only sort by Australia.
By country, okay.
Yeah, but let's say that Jane, for example, is the right person for you to reach out to. We have the contact information available for her here. We have her email, and you will be able to reveal that using one of your credits that are available in your subscription. So let me just check. I think you have 25 credits.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 25 free credits per month. They will reset at the first of every month, so you guys can use them. They don't transfer.
That means that I can look at 25 persons only here?
With the subscription that you have right now, with the amount of credits that you have right now, if this is something you guys like to use, you can discuss with Maurits adding more credits to your subscription. But you have 25 credits already included in your subscription per month.
Okay. But how does it work? I mean, I have an amount of how many credits does it take to reveal one contact, for example?
One credit per contact, and this is shared with your teammates. So if your teammates are also using credit, you might run out a bit faster. But otherwise, 25 contacts per month, and you will reveal then the email address, the LinkedIn link. In some cases, we also have the phone number. Let me just see. No, but you will see very easily if there is a phone number as well. There will be a little phone icon next to the email, so you will know in advance what you're revealing.
Okay.
Any questions about this so far?
No.
All right. Then I just want to share some best practices with you here. Since you guys don't have a CRM system integrated, we have this feature here called tags. This is actually a really, really useful feature, because what you can do here is that you can create any tag that you like. So let's say, for example, this one is qualified. You can create this tag, you can give it to the lead here. And as you can see, it shows up here in the feed, which means that you and your colleagues will very easily be able to see which of these leads have already been looked at, if they have been qualified, disqualified, etc. You can also put that you had a training session with them, that you booked a meeting, etc. And everything will show up here.
Okay.
I'm going to remove these tags, but I'm going to show you something cool about the tags again in a little bit. You also have the possibility to follow this company. So if you want to get an email notification every time they visit your website, you can just click this button here, and you can make sure that you don't miss out on anything. And you also have the possibility to email this lead to anyone. They don't have to be Dealfront users. So if there's something here that someone else in the company should look at, you can just email it to them.
Sorry, how was that? If I want to share a contact with another person at work?
If you want to share the lead, so this information that we have here, if you want to sorry?
Sorry, you go.
So just if you want to share the lead, so the name of the company and some of the visit information here, you can email that.
Okay.
It will not include the content.
I want to send it to Adam. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Then you can email it to him if you want him to look at it, for example.
Okay, perfect.
Something else I just want to show you, I'm just going to select this lead instead. So remember I said that you will have a number allocated when you come to your website. If the person fills out a form fill or comes to your website through an email campaign, we will actually be able to tell you who has visited. So here in this case, we know that it's Tim who visited because we have his email. He has self-identified either by subscribing to your email letter or creating a form fill. So this is why we can tell you exactly who visited. So you will see that in some cases, we are able to tell you that. You will see here, we have a few different icons. So we have here some goals, and we can see who it's assigned to. So you can use this button to assign a lead to yourself. And then this little icon here will come, and you will be able, and your colleagues also will be able to see which companies you're working on. And when we have a number here is when we know who visited. So here we have 3 people who have identified themselves.
And that is like for other people to know that I'm already working there, or
exactly. So if you're working with this one and you want to make sure that everyone knows, and you just want to keep track of this, you can assign it to yourself. And then you see here we have a feed called companies assigned to me. It will show up here in this feed if you assign it to yourself.
Okay.
So this is also a very smart feature if the CRM system is not integrated, because it's a good way to keep track of the companies that you're working on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So you also have the possibility to create a custom feed. And we have many different filters that you can use. So we have the behavior filter. So you mentioned you don't really mind so much what they have done on the website. But let's say maybe you want to see only companies that have visited more than once. We have a visit filter for that. Or if you want to see only companies that spent more than 2 minutes on the website, we have a lot of different filters in place for the behavior section here. I'm not going to go through all of them because that's going to take a long time.
Yeah, that's all right.
A great idea of what they can do. We have acquisition if you're interested in seeing how they came to your website. Maybe this is not so relevant for you, but it is in place here if you want to have a look at that. We have the company info here, which is the firmographic. So you can, for example, put in the cities that you want to target. So you're not targeting all of Australia, but you can put in maybe some of the cities that are within your region and filter out the rest. You can also do an industry filter if you want to see only companies that match your ICP. Sorry, my cat is destroying something in the background.
That's all right.
So yeah, here we have the firmographics, and you can also have a look at, for example, employee count if you want to check only companies that have a certain amount of employees.
Okay.
And then we have the Dealfront activities. So you will be able to see, or you can filter based on which leads you have emailed. You can also filter, like if you want to see all of the leads that are assigned to Adam, for example, you can use the filter here. If you want to see the leads that you have emailed to someone in the company. And we also have the tags here. So if you start using tags, you will be able to, for example, filter out all of the leads that do not have the training tag, and you can also filter out companies that do have it. So for example, you can filter out all leads that you have disqualified. So you can have a feed of leads that have not yet been looked at with the tags and have not been assigned, for example.
Okay.
So I'm just going to show you. So if you do like this, for example, you will now have a feed of leads that are not assigned to anyone in your team and that have not already been disqualified by someone. So this would be like a good setup to start with, having a look at these leads because it seems that no one has worked with them yet.
Yeah, okay. Yes, it makes sense.
I also just want to mention the automations that we have in place. So you are able to automatically tag these leads. So if you set up a feed with specific criteria that you like, you can add a tag to them automatically. You can also have them automatically assigned to you. So if you put, for example, a city within the region that you're specifically responsible for, you can have them automatically assigned to you as well.
Okay.
Lastly, I just want to mention, because you brought up that you have are you also responsible for maintaining the relationship with your clients, right?
Yes.
So what you can do in that case is if you go up here in the right corner, you see you have one called lists.
Yep.
You have the possibility to upload a list of your clients. It's just a CSV file, so we only need the company name and the domain or the website address for this company. You will go here and you will upload that. Once that's uploaded, you can go back to Leadfeeder. And then you can use the company list filter. Let me just show you here. So if you had uploaded, let's just say this was yours, you can filter out or have a feed specifically for the companies that belong to you. And then you can set up an email notification every time they appear, for example. So if you want to stay on top of your existing clients and see what they do on your website to see if there is a possibility for an upsell or if there's any risk, you can get notified by email by doing this.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any questions about any of this?
No, I don't think so. No, now at least.
It's a lot of information, and I generally do recommend that you go and try out, set up some custom feeds, see what kind of filters make sense for you. But definitely make sure to subscribe to the emails. You can see here in this feed that we have automatically signed you up for weekly updates for a feed. But you can change that also if you prefer it to be daily. But this is a really good way to make sure that you stay on top and you don't miss out on any valuable leads.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, if I have further questions like later on, I can ask them to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So your CSM is on vacation, like I mentioned. But while
Yes.
he's away, feel free to
Okay.
reach out to me. He will come back on the 18th, but I see you guys are closed on the 19th. So
Yes.
feel free to just reach out to me. I do recommend to have a follow-up session schedule, so you can do that maybe when you guys are back from
Yes,
vacation.
maybe
You've had
January.
some, so you have had some time to try out the tool. Probably you will have more questions by then, and he can
Yeah.
also show you how to use Target Basic.
Okay, perfect.
How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Of course, I hope that this was useful for you. I will share the recording with you and Adam, so you can go back and watch if there's something you'd like to see again.